morning, getting the kids ready for school. Rise and grind, yeah. Pack a lunch or two. Talking about I gotta be at work in a few, yeah. Hey, for your daily news, hey. Grinding just for you, yeah. When you don't have a clue, yeah. Ain't got the scoop for you, yeah.
On like that. What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the Rise and Grind Morning Show. This is what we do every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. It's your boy, the one and only, the big homie, the one they call Mr. M. Dixon, yo. Yes, today we got a big day coming up. This is the month that we... Damn, the hand clap just cut off. Sound like D. Jones' audience. Listen, D... I'm a crack on him.
I'm messing with him.
I always mess with him every day.
But damn, you be catching me off guard. Yeah, like.
Yeah, I just cut into you real deep. I don't even be giving a damn. Good morning. Listen, y'all. So this is the month of January where we are celebrating men in business, you know, because I think us, especially black men, we deserve it. Them hand claps short as hell.
You gotta hold the button down.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
There you go. Look,
I always got to learn something.
And then just cut off. Anyway, so let me introduce the crew to you first of all. She's the librarian, the intellectual one, the one with words, verbs, and metaphors. She gives little small waves, but they're big at heart. The one they call S.F. Hardy. Look at the hands. Look at the hands anyway.
Do you want to feel them?
No.
Oh,
The man. Try Jesus, okay?
No.
And to the man
Start with you.
who's one of the funniest people in this room.
He trying to come up with something, though.
He trying real hard.
He trying hard.
But D, I'm on it though, you know, because that's only because, he's one of the funniest comedians I've ever seen, and I give him his props. He know I do. He go by the name of D. Jones.
What's going on, world?
Yeah,
What's going on? We had a crazy December 37th yesterday.
Did you say December 37th? See, I told y'all he was funny.
It was crazy, man.
Told y'all he was
When is
funny.
2021 coming?
Oh, Jesus. It's here.
I'm tired, man.
Definitely here.
I saw a picture of or a meme of the Joker showing the clown.
The It Clown. Yeah.
Like how to do the shit right?
He was like,
There was a lot of memes yesterday.
Right. Wow.
A lot of good memes.
Okay. And to the woman who keep her ear to the streets, and she always show up on time.
I may not come when you want me.
What'd you say?
I may not come when you want me. Hey, don't make me run around the church this morning.
Oh, shamala.
I'm just saying.
Shamala.
Should have bought a Hugo or something.
She keep her ear to the streets. She go by the name of Miss Fifi, the plug, y'all.
Morning, y'all. So glad I made.
we is too. I was about to call the people.
Yeah, she like,
Baby.
you talked to Fifi? Did the helicopter drop her off? Was she in Washington? Anyway.
It did.
No.
I had to go over there and fight for my community.
It was that hot chocolate I sent her last night.
Oh, you sent her some hot chocolate with did it have some special butter in it?
It looked like it.
Something.
And special beurre blanc sauce.
Beurre blanc. That just sounds like some shit I don't want. Okay, so today, of course, we are celebrating some more great men that's in our area. When she's doing, she always she always trying to jump on somebody's son.
Make him say,
She's trying to satirize somebody's son. DJ's like, oh, me? No, not you. Okay. Anyway.
you always starting something. You didn't bring no tomatoes to throw at him?
No.
Plus, all my girlfriends is watching.
This is all you, would you say? Say that again and put you on screen. Go ahead.
A couple of my concubines is tuning in.
Concubines. Okay. So we got two great men in the building today. One, he's my brother. Definitely from another mother, but at the same time, this is my brother. He go by the name of Brian Wilbur, y'all, from Stone Jungle. Hold on, wait a minute. Your mic on? Take that mic on.
Is this mic on?
No. Is this mic on? Okay, we're talking to that mic. See what's happening.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Go ahead.
I still don't hear him.
That's part of his jokes. He like to rig the mics and stuff.
Hold on. Talk. Yeah, not at all. Talk again, B.
Yo.
Okay, there you
Is that yours?
Let me borrow his mic.
go. Okay.
Wait.
There we go.
Hold on. Go ahead, talk. No, go ahead, talk.
Yo.
Oh, there,
There you go.
All
There
right.
you go.
I gotta get close up on it.
There you go. Okay, so he's from Stone Jungle Apparel. He has made. You know what? I'm not going to talk about it. B, tell everybody what do you do and exactly when you got started as well.
Well, everybody should know the Lion by now. I got started about 3 years ago. Everybody know. My name again, Brian. If y'all didn't hear it when my mic wasn't working, but I make all type of apparel for men, women, and children.
Oh.
All colors, all sizes, all styles.
Yeah. So, Brian, so what was when you started? Did you have the vision of the lion? Tell the people the story behind the lion and what made you come up with the lion.
What made me come up with the Lion is the name. Everybody know we come from Detroit. We come from the jungle. Some of us came from the prisons. Some of us came from other cities. But here, we like to call this the concrete jungle. So I kind of switched it over to give it a little flavor and called it Stone Jungle. So the lion represents what everybody want to be, the king of the streets, somebody who running the streets, the boss. So I came with the lion because who run the jungle other than the lion?
Ooh, okay, all right. Okay. So, where can people find your clothing right now?
Well, they can find me on Instagram for sure at Stone Jungle Apparel, or the website you helped me design here, or design yourself for sure. How? StoneJungleApparel.com. I'm inside Strictly Sportswear. I'm inside Vano's Boutique, downtown. Detroit is the new black. And most recently, D. Jones could tell y'all again, I'm back up there with Dice.
Yeah.
My Creative Brands grand opening Saturday.
Yep, there we go, at My Creative Brand. So be ready to shop at that grand opening this weekend.
Okay. So, was the apparel business a hard business to get into in the beginning? And what was some of your first challenges?
Well, I'm going to say it was kind of hard to get into. It depends on what you're looking to do. So the hardest thing is trying to find a good quality, of a good quality of material to use.
Okay.
But one of the hardest things is getting that support behind you.
Yeah.
Everybody think it's just so easy to just jump in and everybody just gonna buy. But sometimes even your mama be like, boy, I ain't got that kind of money.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So, yeah.
That's not your market. You gotta know your market.
Because her son's selling his sweatshirts for how much? $250.
Yeah, and he's doing coats now.
Okay.
As well as just the whole jogging suits.
So that's another.
I definitely am not his. I mean, I support him, but I'm not his.
Market.
When I had a job, I wasn't paying $250 for no sweatshirt.
Right.
That ain't in my.
I mean, is it the thing that just the price high? Because the way people think.
It seemed like it.
The higher the price, the more people want
value
it.
Like. Because it's
like
a status.
Yeezys are ugly.
It's status. It's a status
hell.
quo for
Right.
them.
Yeah.
That's crazy as hell.
Yeezys are terrible looking, but they go flock for them.
They gonna flock for $1,000.
Yeah.
The more it costs, the more they want it.
Yeah.
Think about shooting
Ridiculous.
my prices up.
You might as well.
Because that's a value for them that is and sometimes it's quality, but it's still
Yeah.
You know Jordans fade after a while.
Yeah, everything
They
fade
fade.
after a while. Your black
not
ass
like-
gonna fade
not
after a while.
like, not like
Wait,
Jay's.
what do you
Jay-
mean, like when you wash them or something?
No, like when people just keep them, and after a while the color starts to fade off of them.
well
Do
if
they
they
have them
do.
in the sun?
Right.
No,
right.
you can keep
If-
them in a box.
If you have some that have faded, you can contact TXRY Customs. He will get them together for you.
Oh, I get my
There you
shoes
go.
custom.
I mean,
But
her
I'm just
son-
saying, like I used to buy Shine John all the time, and then every hole, every pocket I have a hole in it. Like, why am I paying all this money for this cheap?
Well, they all made out. They all
wear and
made out
tear.
of the country too. So.
You know, as soon as I get it,
Yeah.
zippers, everything.
Well, then why would you keep
chains be
buying it?
falling through your pocket?
Yeah, or the zippers won't. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So the other gentleman, B, we gonna get right back to you because I know the other host got other questions for you. We about to get into another gentleman I've known for about
Almost what?
damn,
Almost 30 years.
30 years. Yeah.
Telling y'all age.
I mean, we don't mind telling
we
Y'all
look
must
you.
have
good,
been in preschool.
We look good though.
Hey, look. So he go by the name to none other than. Wait a minute. Can I say Big Nasty? You still go by Big Nasty?
Everybody on the street know me.
Okay. You know I'm on the streets, and you should know, Fifi, because you are the streets. Big Nasty.
I got questions.
What up, though?
You know, that's some short ass hand claps. I gotta change that. I gotta put
Just
on.
hold the button down.
Hold on. Even when I hold it, look at.
Good morning, y'all.
That's long.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
Okay,
long
that's
enough.
long
that's a
enough.
whole round of applause.
When the last time you been in the studio?
Every day, all day.
It's
He
not,
got a new toy.
It's a new
Right.
machine. So hey, Big Nasty, aka Byron Williams. He is an author, weapon specialist. Aren't you a weapon specialist?
Yeah, but we ain't gonna talk about that right
We ain't gonna talk about right there right now.
See, that ain't part of his business.
He definitely he's a great father. I done seen him raise. You got 3 boys, right?
3 boys.
Yeah.
3 boys.
So he got more parenting going on between all of it. Well, Barry, Brian, how many kids you got? Okay. One He's like, my seeds is my seeds. But yes,
It was the 3rd of September.
But, right, he's a great father. I'm telling you, like when we first met each other, it was on some music stuff, right,
Yeah.
Brian?
Yeah. Yep.
Editing. But he you know what? I'll keep trying to do introductions. I'm not gonna do that. You tell him what was the first book you authored, how it came about, and take it from there.
All right. Yeah. Everybody on the street know me as Big Nas. Name is Byron Williams. Eminem's former bodyguard. Worked with him for the first 2 albums. Protected him from Suge, Death Row, all that stuff. East Coast, West Coast beef.
You was there at the Source Awards?
I was there, man. I was there. Matter of fact, you want to read more stories about that? It's in my book, Shady Business, on Amazon.com.
What's the name of the book?
Shady Business.
And why did-
Bizzzness.
And why did you call it Shady Business?
Because Eminem, Slim Shady, business, the music business, shady business. Put it together.
Gotcha.
Marketing.
Right.
Marketing.
So your experience was with Eminem in the beginning was great, right?
Yeah, we had a good relationship, man. It was almost like a big brother, little brother relationship. But the business pretty much ripped that apart. The business won't allow you to befriend people in the business because the people around them will pull you apart because they feel like that you're going to take over and become their management or manipulate them while they're trying to manipulate them. So,
Wow.
and that wasn't the reason. Long story short, I had 2 options when the fallout happened: either do something to him or write the book. Wrote the book.
I'm glad you chose to write the book.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because now, you do something to
It's hard writing a book behind bars, man.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that,
Ain't
man.
a lot of people gonna read
Use
that.
toilet paper.
Yeah.
Use toilet paper and have somebody transcribe it for
You don't want to do that.
you. So during your experience with
He act like he been in there.
hey, I know a lot of people. I got friends. Trust me, I got a lot of friends.
Being locked up is not fun.
Nigga, you ain't been locked up. You been in Facebook prison, D. Jones.
It wasn't fun.
He said he
Did
was
you
in Facebook
promise
jail.
Mr. Man that you weren't going to use the N-word?
No, I didn't promise him. I won't use the N word in front of him. Other than that, a nigga.
He's listening. He's listening.
I'm sorry, my brother. How you doing? Mr. Man, that's my guy from Emmy. He do great jobs for young men. He helps them out, and he's a really he's a beacon of light for our community. But listen, Byron.
Yeah.
After the fallout, right? Is it the stories I heard about? You actually got the first. You can I tell? Can I?
Get it
Yeah,
out.
go ahead, man.
The contract that Eminem got sent to him, it actually came to your house.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have
Came
an
to
address. Because he
my
didn't have
house.
Right.
Well, not that they didn't have an address. Being a bodyguard, a lot of times you're the go-between management and the record label. So you really become their personal assistant. So what happened is a lot of artists are very irresponsible. So So they're gonna lose everything. So it came to my house. They told me, "Hey, look, Paul Rosenberg said, open up the contract." I looked at it. He said, "It's highlighted. Have M sign this, this, and this." So I'm looking at the contract, and I'm like, "Okay, who's all these other people on here? I don't know these people, so I know M don't know these people." So there was some other people that was on the contract. So when I gave him the contract, I said, "Hey, man, you might want to have an entertainment attorney look this over." I said, "Because it's going to be some other people that's going to make money off of you." Long story short, he trusted Rosenberg. Maybe I guess it was the right decision because he's almost a billionaire. But there's some other people that's making some money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he signed it. I FedExed it back. But that whole deal with Shady Records came to my house first. The whole LLC, all the papers for him to sign, that came to my house first. So if I'd have been thinking that, I should have
Put
put my name on the damn contract.
Right. Okay.
But I haven't done bad, man. I mean, I haven't done as well as he has, but he's an artist. I'm a writer, so but a lot of the stuff that those guys were trying to accomplish, I already had it. I had 2 cars, I had a house that was that I bought, and that was at 28 years old. So they were just getting started. They were still staying with their mothers, and so I was already doing some things. So
Yeah, because I remember Paul Rosenberg from sleeping on Mark Hicks' couch.
mm-hmm.
That's how long ago when I said, "Mark, what? Wait a minute, is that the same Paul that used to sleep on your couch?" He's like, "Yeah,
yeah,
that's crazy."
humble beginnings.
in Highland Park. Now he the vice president for Def Jam, right?
Yeah,
He's from here?
Yeah,
He's from here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Never knew that.
yeah. Man, let me tell you something. It's a lot of stories behind Detroit music.
He used to be signed to John Sally's label Hoops.
Who was?
Paul Rosenberg. He was the first white rapper
Right? Yep.
before he was Jewish. He was Paul Bunyan.
Yep. Yeah,
I remember that name.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Paul Bunyan. Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, we got so much history.
Oh my God, man.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I
But
never knew he was from
the
here.
funny part, when we be telling people stuff, they be looking at us like, mm-hmm. Well, I know they be looking at me like, mm-hmm. I be like, dog, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, anyway. So in your business, how many books, you are an author, so how many books do you have up under your belt right now?
I have 5 books that I've self-published. They're all on Amazon. Womanizer, The Uncomfortable Truth About Men and Marriage.
Say that again.
Womanizer, The Uncomfortable Truth About Men and Marriage. That's pretty much a funny look on what men really think about marriage and relationships leading up to being married, while you're married, and how to raise kids and all this other stuff, the different type of dynamics of different women.
Mm-hmm.
I say all the things that men want to say that they don't say, that they can get in trouble for, so I take the heat. And I wrote that
We
book.
appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad.
You the whipping boy.
Hey, I'm the relationship bodyguard.
You
so-
the anti-Steve Harvey.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I did it way before Steve, but of course Steve has a brand. The one thing about writing books, really you're supposed to write books after you have a platform,
Right.
and then you drop the books, and then the people will flock. But I did it the opposite way. I wrote the books, and then now I'm trying to build a platform. So once I get to that point, the books will sell. So yeah, man, that's I got 5 books. I did them myself. I went the whole route of trying to get publishing deals. I got publishing deals only to have the deal. I canceled the deals because the people don't want to do the money to promote it. So they just
And that's the whole reason behind getting
Exactly.
traditionally published, because you need them
Yeah, we can't.
for the exposure. But otherwise, you might as well do it yourself, because they're gonna make all the money.
majority of
They
black
don't put
authors.
the marketing.
Majority of black authors go through that. I'm pretty sure it's probably the same way in clothing. You're trying to find a distributor or a brand to get behind you and market and push you, but you find out you end up doing the most work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I think that's a misconception for a lot of indie authors. They think that going to a traditional publisher, that machine is going to promote you, and 9 times out of 10 they don't. If you don't already have that big name, they don't throw that money behind you. You have a lot of people who were traditionally published now doing the self-published route, because it's beneficial to them to do that rather than be traditionally published. So
One other thing I want to add, when it comes to being a black author, writer, producer, they really don't want us there. Let's just be real. They do not want us there. For one, we have so many different experiences and stories, and we're so creative. They rather steal what we have, relabel it, repackage it, put it out, make the money, leave you in the dust. So I always tell people, if you think about doing a screenplay, your screenplay will get stolen all day. But if you put it in a book, they can't steal that book. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's better off to have the book turned into to get what they call a book adaptation, and then it turns into a movie. But if you do a screenplay, they go take it, twist it, tweak it, put their name on it, sell it for $umpteen million, and then you left in the dark.
Just happened recently.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Well-
it happens all the time.
Well, recently, what happened? That's
Antebellum.
okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the can't think of their names right now, but two black women authors said that they sent their script to Peel
Yeah.
in hopes that they could help. And theirs was a book. I have it. Help to bring the screenplay to life, and the next thing they know, they see the movie and it's what they sent. And a lot of people say that they don't think it was Peel necessarily, but probably people, and he doesn't know anything about it. But that's a prime example of what you were saying, that people will steal it, and theirs was a book, and so they have proof to show that.
They tried to steal my book, Shady Business, when it first came out, and they called me. They called me. They called me to tell me, say, hey, this Byron Williams. I said, yeah. He said, man, look, we're with the media. You have no right to write that book on Eminem. He is what did they say? He's a world-class artist, and I was working on the book, and if that book is not copywritten, we're going to steal it. I said, well, I'll tell you what. Here's my attorney. You can confirm all the copyrights for her. I said, and if y'all do anything to that book, we're going to have a problem. I said, so go forth. Go for it. Right. And that's when they were trying to do 8 Mile. So the media people got mad because they couldn't publish the book. Then the people from 8 Mile called me before they started shooting, and they said, look, we have some interest in the book to turn it into a movie. Are you interested? I said, yeah. I said, but you got to get Em and Paul on board to see what's what. So they came back. They said, well, they don't want to work with you. I said, okay, fine. I said, but understand this. I own 1999 of his career. He can tell 1998 and 2000. You touch 1999, that's plagiarism. It's his life, but I documented it. That was the first year of his music once he got a deal. So a lot of times we as artists, we have to protect our culture. Like, your brand with the clothing and, the stuff that you're doing. Like you were talking, I'm not trying to put your business out there, how people try to come in and take, they see you blowing up, they want to take what you got and put their name on it, and they make you want to buy it back.
Pirates.
Yeah.
It's people who really live like that.
Yeah.
They out here and
they
you
live
wonder,
for
like,
it, man.
Sometimes why rappers and stuff be changing their name. It's because they don't have a name like branded. They don't have it copywritten. They don't have it trademarked. So that people come in, trademark. People come in and they take their name.
Yeah.
And they got to buy it back. Anything that they had a flyer.
People Perry had to do it, I believe.
Tour bus, anything. They got to change it or pay them for it.
Well, in most cases, most people don't. Most people definitely try to get them to pay for it, because I don't know if y'all remember when Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G. was originally called Biggie Smalls.
Sure was.
Somebody took that, and I remember that.
Nobody took it. It was theirs already.
Yeah, because that was the
Wasn't
monster,
it like
right? It was a monster.
Yeah,
It was
Italian guy, right?
No, it was a guy in Houston. He was a rapper. He had owned. He was known in Houston as Biggie Smalls.
Oh,
So the fight in court was, well, he's known for it. He's not.
Right.
Wow.
And the Italian guy was actually the attorney. So
Man, that's crazy.
it's crazy. And he had changed the name to Notorious B.I.G.
it worked out.
Yeah, it really was.
It really did.
It worked out.
Yeah.
So Byron,
I wonder why 2 Chainz changed his name.
because it wasn't.
Titty Boy.
It was hard to market.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Titty boy, right? What?
He changed his name.
Yeah.
His name was Titty Boy.
Titty Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 Chainz is better.
Coming up next, Titty Boy. What you say your name was?
Got milk? No.
They looking for the man boobs on them.
I know. As soon as you said that was a solid.
And he
Let's
was-
change it to
and he-
It's Tuesday.
Just do it. Oh boy, I swear to God, he the funniest man in this room. Listen, okay, Byron,
Yeah.
and then we gonna go right into our other hosts, but see if we got any more questions. But actually, we got to go into commercial break, and then we come back. But I just got one question before we go into commercial break. When I was going on with 8 Mile, did you see any of your book inside of 8 Mile?
Oh no, it wasn't in that. They know better, man. We watched very closely. You know, a lot of people talk that talk. I can say what I can say because that book is so protected. They can't do nothing with it, man. And if they do, it's gonna be all bad. But the thing is, let's just sit down. If you want to do something with it, talk to me. I cut a deal. I'm gonna get my fair share of it. You know, I'm not trying to get over, but I want my fair market share of what a white man would get.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That part.
Get your retribution.
Hell,
Yes.
give me 50.
That part.
Give me
Retribution.
50%.
Get your retributions.
but the crazy thing about that book, man, you know, it's unfortunate. I've had people tell me that I may never see it in my lifetime, but my kids will see it.
Right.
But it's okay. But the thing people tell me, I had a guy come to me one time at a book fair, and he was a CEO publisher. He said, "Look, man, if you want to make money off that book, you probably should hire a hitman and knock him out." I said, "Man, I'm not doing that shit, man."
Whoa.
Wow.
I put that in the book, man. I said, "No, I'm not doing that." I said, "I don't want that kind of money that bad, and that's bad karma."
Do what?
Because
This is a
he's
CEO.
worth more dead.
Yes, this is a CEO
Yeah.
of a major book publishing
but
company.
somebody
told me that.
actually said
He
that
said
out of
it.
their mouth.
He said that.
Because a person,
Listen,
the value of death is high.
yeah.
All right.
I understand that,
Everybody
but
grow up.
Here's
to
the thing, though.
verbalize that is
Yeah, it's inhumane, but then and that's when I first realized. I said, "Wow, man, there's some different type of people." Then when you start looking at artists, how do most artists die? Car crash, plane crash, OD, drown in the tub. I mean, nobody ever dies like doing sex after a massive orgasm. You know, while they got a platinum hit album. You know what I'm saying? This is like regular shit.
That's
Nobody.
how I'm going to go.
You know.
Did you say massive orgasm?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Massive.
I mean.
I'm dead.
Like his
Hard
dick,
and fast.
like his dick just blow. His dick just blow
But
up.
I'm just saying.
You know what? I'm gonna
if you
put
think
that.
about
I'm gonna
it,
put
it
that in the
just-
book.
You don't see artists die a way that regular people die.
Regular people don't die like that.
But I'm just saying, no, exactly they don't because a lot of the deaths are orchestrated.
Ooh.
A lot of the deaths are orchestrated. I tell people all the time. I did a video a couple of years ago. I said, you can hire a bodyguard all day, but nobody can protect you from the killers in the crew,
Right.
Yeah.
and that's real talk.
Your own people.
You know.
You know people.
Somebody close. Too.
Yep. Okay, y'all. We'll be right back right after these messages.
Everyone has a path they must choose. For Kai, it's true love or the life she's always known. Lies, deceit, money, and murder. Against the Grain by Kimberly Kiss. Would you go against the grain?
Are you not feeling well and don't want to put anyone else in danger? I have something just for you. Michigan Health and Medical Services offering you, yes, you, COVID-19 testing Thursday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 20270 Grand River with no out-of-the-pocket cost to you. So listen, your current insurance or the state of Michigan will cover you. So call now, 1-800-967-0067. Again, 1-800-967-0067.
Yo, this RV from Greener Things. Do you want to learn how to grow hydroponically? I can teach you each and every Monday at 6 p.m. Each and every Monday, 6 p.m. on how to grow hydroponically. To reserve your spot, email us at info@greenerthings.com. Info@Greenwich.
SF Hardy presents Dancing Monkeys in My Soup. While on vacation in Peru, Jabbar discovers pygmy marmosets dancing in his dinner suit.
There's something in it.
Leaving the family alarmed and confused. They don't know how to get the monkeys out of the soup. Do you? SF Hardy, literacy advocate, author, and founder of Get Litty Family Reading Readiness Program, presents Dancing Monkeys in My Soup.
Here at Felt Smart, we challenge the mind and awaken the senses through every fun felt experience.
We're gonna make pineapple and broccoli cheese pizza.
The Pizza Eco Wall provides a variety of games that teach math, memory.
With a yummy cheesy twist.
Toddlers love to play
Peekaboo.
while discovering the hidden treasures on the Lift-A-Flap Eco Wall. They will strengthen their memories, learn animal recognition, cause and effect, all while making cute animal sounds.
A ballet dancer helps children talk about good touch and bad touch with comfortable, fun activities for everyone.
Weather outside today, Layla. It's gloomy.
The Weather Palace teaches children to observe the weather, drip, drop, and then decide what is the best way to dress for today.
Be smart, feel smart, felt smart.
And we are back. Still in the Rising Grind Morning Show. This your girl, Miss Fifi the Plug. And guess what? I got some news for y'all. This news is all over the place, first of all. Let's say this. I just want to say, for the 27,000th time, congratulations to Joe Biden and, what's her name? Ain't it Kamala?
Kamala.
I said it right this time.
Kamala.
That one. Yeah. Harris. For being the president and the vice president. But I just want to let y'all know that as a result of that, that restatement that was made from the restatement, all hell broke loose yesterday. If y'all was under a rock or something, and I guess you didn't know that all hell broke loose at the White House. All the droves and the mobs and stuff or whatever, and the thugs, the Caucasian thugs.
It was 2 or 3 black folks. It was 2 or 3 black folks.
They definitely was.
They was looking for their checks. They was looking for their stimulus checks. They was in the wrong damn line. I know damn well they didn't go there on their behalf. That did not happen, and I'm not gonna claim nothing like that. But yeah, seriously, it was all hell. Did y'all see what was going on yesterday?
No, what happened?
Okay, so D. Jones was the one person that I said was under a rock. Like I
was
said,
doing DoorDash.
He was under a lady.
Ooh. I wish.
He was up under somebody's daughter trying to help you out. Right, trying to get that heart attack. That massive orgasm.
Oh.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, but
I came and I went.
yeah, but you do know what happened for real though, right?
Yeah, December 37th was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. I saw you reminiscing to the old president yesterday. I felt you. We got to create a playlist for yesterday. I got the first song.
Oh, the first one was about it.
No, the first one was Turn His Mother Out.
About it.
The first one is Turn His Mother Out. I just truly don't understand how they was able to do all of this,
Because they were 8.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
That part right there.
And let's be
Let
truthful.
us in this room go walk on them steps.
To do with us. Right. Yeah, this had absolutely nothing to do with us. So yeah, with that being said,
there it is right there.
At first I was,
we need to understand and realize that had nothing to do with us. As soon as we get that in our head, we can sit back and eat some popcorn and watch the show.
That's what I said.
But
just look at it.
The crazy part was, at first I was like, man, these white folks fighting the police.
Yeah.
But then I seen the police taking pictures with them.
They was taking selfies and everything.
Yeah, they taking selfies. Like,
they was showing them which way to go.
Yeah,
that way.
Yeah.
Wow.
They was some of their
comrades. The water fountain. It's that way.
We know that's why they were let in. Yes. In fact,
Chief Craig was on the news on Fox 2 this morning, and he was saying that was crazy how he saw a lot of the police officers on the videos retreating when they was coming and stuff. And he
They
said
should have been
that's
shooting.
absolutely out of
They
line.
should have been.
I'm sorry.
Pepper
If you
spray,
go-
something.
Man, listen,
Anything.
you go
Tear
at
gas.
that point. You just got to
Water
start dumping.
hose.
Scratch them. Do
Let
something.
the German shepherds loose.
They was running away from him.
Right, but they did that.
Hey, the fire department wasn't even there to hose them down.
Yeah,
What
but
y'all
you have
doing,
to think about it. It's like so many dynamics to it because this was very orchestrated. You know,
Absolutely.
it was very planned.
They're like, y'all come to the back door. We gonna
Yes.
open the door open.
It was super. No, they said come to the front and up the walls.
What was that was said earlier about some allegedly a busload of people from Novi?
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
Trump
reported
supporters.
They reported this morning that there were several buses returning from Washington D.C.
Oh, yeah, they had it
of
planned.
people who were part of the protest, and there was a lady on there. She sounded to be middle aged or
But the
older.
protest was planned. That's what they said. Like,
right.
they all said that it was planned. So,
But to
you know,
storm the Capitol,
But what she
It's the
said,
Million Clan March.
what she said,
The Million Clan March.
right.
Probably like
What she
3,000
said and how she said it, she was very excited and giddy about what took place, and that's just a show of this is nothing new. It's just it's starting to.
we just living it.
Did
Yeah.
y'all see the white lady that got pepper sprayed?
No.
And act like she didn't know why.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
She was like, "They pepper sprayed me." He was like, why are you here?" I had.
'Cause I'm rioting.
Yeah, we were rioting. It's a revolution.
Just gonna
Like,
tell y'all,
they're not
y'all don't get no
following
street cred for that. Y'all was thugs for a day. Don't
Exactly.
get no street cred
Yeah,
for that.
we've been doing this since forever. Moving on. So, two of the Louisville police detectives that they were fired for the involvement of Breonna Taylor's death. So finally, we get just a little bit of a touch of slapping on the hands for the police officers or for the law enforcement that were involved in the death of Breonna Taylor. I don't know if you guys remember, but she was the young lady that was wrongfully shot in North Carolina.
She was killed.
Kentucky.
She went to shot.
Killed.
Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky.
You
I'm
said
sorry.
Louisville.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that, but anyway, I'm crazy. But so yeah, so
Believe
yeah.
a woman when they say they crazy.
No, I mean it. But yeah, so that's actually a good look in the good direction, considering the other things that we have going on with law enforcement right now. So yeah.
I want to look into that further to see if they were actually fired because they murdered her, or was it because they were part of bad police who were doing those type of things all the time. I think it is more than just.
But they didn't
her.
get charged for murder. They got charged for like endangerment or something.
Yeah, they just got fired. They just got fired.
Yeah.
They're gonna end up at another police department somewhere.
Next week.
Probably.
Absolutely. That's
Getting
why
the-
they let him go.
getting the
Right,
paycheck.
Today.
over there.
Yep.
So Dr. Dre is reportedly doing better, and he penned out a letter telling people, thank you for the support. He had he was reported that he had a brain aneurysm day before yesterday, and he was in ICU. So he is, recovering. Yeah. He's recovering. He's recovering well.
Right.
And,
On Crimin Day.
yeah, so we just continue to keep him in our prayers and hope that he has a, speedy recovery and can get to the crib. And also, don't y'all know they burglarized his house while he was in the hospital.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
His security system bold.
You know,
No,
what?
let me
That
tell
was
you.
inside, like
Hey,
you just said.
hey,
That's
look,
his people inside.
I'm gonna tell you something. I did security for him.
Mm-hmm.
I did security for him, and sometimes LA gets a little lax, and when they get to a certain plateau,
Yeah.
and not making albums, they kind of scale back on the security. But you had a $1 billion deal with Beats or something like that.
Yeah.
And
you got to have presidential security.
And his wife had put on the streets that he had $260
Million.
$2 million cash.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that for a hot second?
Go ahead.
I think she probably mad that the brother pulled through. I'm glad you pulled through, Dre. I'm glad I was really
Yeah.
praying for you. 'Cause that's my
Real
guy,
shit.
man.
I just said that too. I was like,
Yeah.
because I was asking. Remember, we was talking about that yesterday. I said, well, do she get all the money if he was just a croak
Yeah,
before
we
they
said-
finished the
Depending on if
divorce?
he got a trust, if it's however his trust and the beneficiaries are set up. But a lot of times, if I'm not a lawyer, but if the divorce is not final, it all depends. And here's the other part: she's white. That's not white. That's not a black girl. She's white.
I said that.
She's white.
Yeah.
She's white.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a
She
$2
not
million
mulatto.
She
No.
didn't want
No.
$2 million. She wanted 20.
See?
The $2 million was actually for her entertainment.
Yes.
But
She wanted $20 million a month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, Tyrese crying about
talked about this
20,000,
yesterday.
so you know.
No, it was at $2 million, but $20 million.
I thought it was
That's a lot
$2
of
million
money.
a month.
It was,
Yeah.
No, that's for entertainment.
yeah.
So she wanted 20 million a month.
Yeah.
2
$2
million
million
for
for her
everything.
entertainment.
She can kiss my ass. I'm saying it right from my.
You know what, man?
18 million
I'm
for
sorry.
person.
I don't care how much
She
in the
ain't got
marriage.
to
You
kiss
ain't
your
did that
butt.
much.
You ain't did that much.
It ain't that many meals cooked. It ain't that much banging. It ain't that much
Yes,
head
it
giving.
is.
No, it
It's
ain't.
not.
it is.
It's
No, it ain't.
not.
No,
Yes, it
it's
is.
not.
She probably
It's
didn't
not.
cook no
It
meals.
ain't no $2
Probably
million
didn't.
worth
That
of
was
head.
probably-
No, ain't no. Not even the superhead.
When you
It's
make
not.
money like that, they
Unless
ain't
it was
cooking,
two super
they ain't cleaning, all that's dead. You got cooks, you got butlers, you got they don't do
I
the
mean,
grocery
we
shopping.
don't have no money,
I'm
and I
saying,
ain't
but
doing
we
all
just
that
supposed to make
cooking
sure the
and
menu
cleaning.
proper.
Nannies.
The menu.
We
they-
supposed
ain't no
to
work to be
supervise the
done.
menu.
Ain't no work really done.
Man, she gets $75. That's it.
All they
We
get to do is
supervise the
spend money.
menu.
A week,
Fee.
$75 a week.
Period.
I'm just saying.
Don't even get a divorce. Just let me do what I'm doing.
Cheaper to keep her.
But we
BB
yeah.
King.
She
We
should
just
have enough
over-
money
Nah,
saved.
I don't know if it's cheaper to keep her.
When you move up that high, you supposed
Maybe for not for your peace of mind.
Nah,
Because when you want to be done with somebody here, you
Yeah.
can have this money
Especially
gone.
they
Get the
got
hell away
kids.
from me.
It's cheaper to keep her.
First, them kids ain't even in the house, are they, Byron? One
No,
died.
the kids are grown.
Grown and gone.
Yeah, one I think is at USC or UCLA. You know, remember he got caught up in that thing where he made a donation to the school for his, apparently.
Oh yeah,
his
I
daughter.
remember
Yeah.
that. I remember.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, when you're on that level, man, it's a settlement. Marriage becomes a business. I don't care what nobody say. I did it for 24 years. It's like even with going through the divorce.
You should see the way Byron
I'm
looked.
telling you, you need a
Brian
union
looked
rep.
at you like you 24 years.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's half my life, man. I'm telling you, it's a business, and at the end, somebody got to take the buyout,
It
or
is,
somebody
when you-
gonna go bankrupt.
When you look at the history of it and how marriages are arranged with certain cultures and things like that, it is a business.
Well, most definitely.
all
Hold
the
on.
way around.
Hold on. Let's go. Let's finish with this news right quick so we can get right into it. Go.
Right. So let me just give y'all the national days today because we is doing too much today. Our national day today is
She ain't ready.
no, I had it. My phone is retarded. National Bobblehead Day. I was excited about that.
Oh, I like women. I like bobblehead women. I like bobblehead women.
So it's National Bobblehead Day. Not the bobbleheads like y'all talk about.
I got this chick, Lorraine. She low.
You know what?
They don't
And
even
it's
make it
also
Lorraine.
National Tempura Day. So don't that mean like shrimp? Shrimp.
It's a batter.
sushi,
It's a
right?
Japanese
Sushi.
batter. Tempura is a batter.
Oh, I knew you would know.
She the
Okay,
library
yeah. She's,
for it.
and she's also
No,
Oh, that was kinda
I'm
messed
the
up.
I'm the
yeah. She
Foodie.
tells
She a
for a reason.
foodie.
No, she tells us
She
what's
took
good
that
and what's
personal.
not.
No.
So she said,
No, I know food, nigga.
I know food.
if we have anybody that's celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. Y'all don't have no Pacific birthdays.
Pacific, no, but I'm gonna be real
I
Atlantic.
don't even know
with
what the
you.
date is.
I'm
Y'all
be
don't have no
real.
Pacific birthdays.
I'm be real
I don't know
Atlantic
y'all
with
wanna-
you.
I don't even
Real
know what the
Atlantic.
date is.
I'm be real
Today
Atlantic with
is
you.
the
Seventh.
7th,
December the 6th.
January 7th.
Wait,
So
December what?
No.
it's, I can't stand y'all. So
We still
yeah,
in
I'm
2020,
getting out of
y'all.
here with that. I can't be fooling with them. That is the news that I have for you guys. This your girl Miss Fifi the Plug, bringing it to you.
I got some questions
What?
They go to him.
for them.
Okay. Go ahead,
So,
D.
I know Stone Jungle just met you. I know he's super. Are you competitive as a business person with your clothing line, and are you competitive as an author?
I'm competitive with myself, but I look to see what everybody else is doing. I take notice of the algorithms and the marketing of who buys this
You have
particular
to.
style of book, because the thing I can't really be competitive against Simon and Schuster
Okay.
because I'm smaller, but I can try to compete for some of their fan base sales.
Okay.
You know, every day in every book, I go harder than I did the last time. You know, if I sold 15,000 books last year, I'm gonna try to get at least 30
Right,
if I
right,
can.
right, right,
so
right.
for my type of work, You know, that's
You
the best
going
way I can
against
be.
yourself.
I got to go against
And
myself.
that's part of the game. You have to, in order to be in business, you need to know what books are similar to yours.
Yeah.
Because even if you're shopping yourself, you have to be able to tell them, that's part of the industry, my book is similar to, so that, you know, you place yourself, and even to your audience, because most of the time people are only going to read a book one time. So it's enough,
Yeah.
you know, money. And like you said, you be competitive with yourself so that you know what the market is, what's out there.
People
You
have
gotta
to
know
learn
that.
how to compete against the algorithm.
Yeah.
Now, how's it in your business, man?
For me, it's like kind of the same. I think in any business, your number one competition is always supposed to be yourself.
Yeah.
Because you should always be trying to better yourself, your brand, or whatever you're doing, your comedy, whatever,
right,
everything.
right.
But I feel as though I can't compete right now with like Nike, Polo, stuff like that, but I'm competing for their market. So my people in here, you know, if I look and I see you got on Polo or she got on Nike or he got on Adidas or whatever and keep going, I'm competing with them by default to get those sales. I want y'all money just as bad as y'all spending it with them.
How long did it take you to get to that point mentally? Because at
Mentally?
first you probably was just like, I'm about to make some clothes.
Well, I've been like that.
It was like
since I
that
was
from the
since-
beginning.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Brian, one thing y'all don't know, Brian used to compete
Right.
in martial arts.
Me too.
So
Oh.
You look like it.
this nigga,
Right.
he didn't turn into Oprah. You in the crackhead? Me too. No. So B used to really whip ass. I mean, like
A lot of people don't know that.
yeah, like, but when you
Telling
come,
you a secret.
when you come to one of his tournaments, you be like, oh, he about to get his ass whooped. Right? He about to. That's,
It'd be total opposite.
hey, his big brother D's be like, watch this shit.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm 6'2" now. I got trophies like that was 6'2" back then, like when I was a kid. And I come from kicking people out the ring,
Yes.
punching people out the ring,
and
throwing
not just,
them out the ring,
and not kicking them like this. Let me fall. Kicking them out.
out the ring. I remember
The
one time
elements of
just
surprise.
thinking, just bringing a memory back when my mother was sitting out in the audience, and it was this one guy who was like beating everybody up, and everybody was kind of scared of him, and I'm like, I can't wait. Like 'cause
Right.
when I whoop him, I'm the big dog. Okay, so I'm
Right.
sitting back, and my mama like, you be careful now, cause he kind of big, and you know I don't know. And his eye was kind of cocked too, so he looked a little scary. But I'm sitting there, and she thinking I'm scared because I'm quiet, and I'm just waiting. I'm like, I'm gonna do something bad to him. We got in there, and I was waiting. As soon as we was going, I looked, and he got close to the rope, and I just reverse kicked him. Bow! He flew off the rope, went over. She was like, "That's my baby."
You got to study your opponent, know what their weaknesses are to
But-
beat them.
So when you asked him that question, I'm like, nah, he knew exactly what the hell he was going to do. When he, so.
But that's where the competitive
And that's
question
what it
came
is.
from. Yeah.
Yep, yep. So when I came, like before I even started, I sat back at least about 4 months, like how he said, and I studied and looked and watched what to do, what not to do, or was trying to learn it,
Right.
and figure out. Like that's how I learned that everybody was using this brand or that brand to start, and I wanted to find something different. So that when I
Right.
came, it was something new. So they would be more intrigued, like what is this he using, or what kind of
Right, right,
fabric
right.
is
Yeah.
this, or what kind of material. And that's how I came in with it. I did get better and better because I didn't start with the best. I can't say that I started with the best. It didn't work perfect, but it worked out.
And most definitely, D, I ain't gonna lie, you would never catch him wearing nobody's stuff.
No, that's dope. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna see Puffy.
Oh, you would never.
Nobody. You know what I'm saying?
That's the rules of engagement when
Right.
you're dealing with.
Puffy gonna drink Ciroc. He might drink whatever Jay got because they boys, and Jay Z vice versa. But that's about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So,
that's
I get it.
think
You
that's
got to
how-
be your own billboard.
I even got Stone Jungle towels. I'm working on underwear and socks right now, for real.
I know.
What's up, man?
I just seen a video yesterday. Somebody had your joint on. You know what I'm saying? But I get geek when I see, like, if I'm driving up the street and see somebody with your joint, I be like, that's my dogs right there. Every
you
time.
done called
man.
me before.
Yeah. Cats called me like, man, I just met dog with your shirt on. That junk feel good.
That's good.
Yeah.
When somebody call you because somebody had your
do.
joints on. Yeah.
Somebody in.
Don't worry about it. We ain't being rated. We good.
About-
Listen.
we was going into that zone, man. So check this hood over there.
Yeah. It's-
Ain't gonna be no running up in here with no rides, though. I promise you.
So you got ties with M. I feel like I just interviewed you yesterday. Your tie was kind of with Bootsy. right? What other like entertainers do y'all have ties with?
Well, I worked with Snoop,
Okay.
like say Dre.
Now, how were these people? Were they friendly?
Believe
Were
it or
they-
not, man, these are real cats, man.
Okay.
They bought the business. I think a lot of times, well, people fail to realize that most of your actors are nothing. Rappers are nothing but actors,
Oh yeah.
but they're acting on the radio and streaming music. The first time I met Dre, when I stepped on set, this guy had on a sweater. Nobody was allowed to use profanity around his kids, and I'm like, this NWA Dre?
That Mr. Motherfucker himself.
Right.
Right.
No, I don't
Different
want
when it's
any
your
profanity.
kids.
And it's like, it was real proper and clear,
Yeah. Money. And
you know. And then when they go into the video, she was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "Wait a minute, hold up, man." I said, "Wow!" But then that's
He
when I
was-
realized it's a business.
Entertainment.
It's entertainment.
entertainment.
You know, rappers are no different than what Arnold Schwarzenegger is to Terminator.
Right.
You know, so people got to be able to separate the two. But when it comes to rappers, the industry and society, the media want to lock those people into that. But you know, they didn't lock Arnold into it because he became the governor of California.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They needed the Terminator yesterday in D.C. You know?
They don't realize it. It's a persona
Yeah.
and
Definitely,
not the
because I
reality.
don't know if y'all remember when Barbara Walters interviewed Jay-Z, and Jay-Z's about to be 40. She said, "Aren't you too old to be rapping?" I mean, he said, "If I was old Blue Eyes himself, would you ask me the same question?"
Oh,
Like, you know, I'm Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra, 89 years old and still doing shit,
Right,
you know,
right.
and doing. But would you ask him? And like Byron said, they try to place us in a box so we would be uncomfortable not to want to do something because of our age limits. Mick Jagger around here still got sperm in his stomach, and he 92 years old.
What?
Wait a minute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
you know, I'm gonna leave that alone.
yeah. No, but
So
you remember Mick Jagger?
Yeah, he had to have a stomach pump.
pump because it was full of sperm.
Ugh.
I never.
Yeah, he could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never wanted to know that.
All right, that was before social network.
Right.
That was
Ooh.
yeah. That was,
We was out here like got the moves like Jack.
Yeah.
What kind of moves is them?
That's why I dance like
Throat,
gotta ask
throat
Maroon
chakra.
5.
You got throat chakra, right?
That's just-
On point.
So you were being a bodyguard.
yeah,
And you said you had to protect people.
yeah.
And then you having a clothing line. Has anybody stepped to y'all on some aggressive shit? Like, yo, I don't like that you making these clothes, and I don't like that you writing books. Like, have anybody like stepped to y'all on some beef? Almost, I could say.
Well, he
beef
kind of
type
said
shit?
that in the beginning.
Well, no, I'm gonna elaborate a little
Steal
bit.
it.
Yeah. Well, I've had the beefs that I had. Well, actually, I didn't have beef. People brought potential beef to me on some business stuff, but then my stuff was so tight and so sewn up, they couldn't do nothing. But they find other ways. What they'll do is they'll close doors within Amazon, so you can't market and go this way and that way. So then you have to go sell more stuff out of the trunk. Do
Did you
different
know
titles.
who was doing this to you?
It's the industry.
Yeah.
It's the industry. People who like are higher ups, like all these guys hang out together, man. People from Interscope and Amazon, they
Who
all
else they gonna
boys.
hang out with?
They all boys. So look, my man got his album coming out on this day. I need you to put it at, debut it at #1 on Amazon in the rap charts, and then we'll put it through, and then we get you a kickback.
Yeah.
But in regards to with Eminem, we were at the Source Awards, and that was our first encounter with Suge Knight and Death Row. Suge wasn't there, but he sent his henchmen, and they wanted M to come sign to Death Row.
Wow.
So you talk about if I had to say something competitive as far as business, that's when I realized I had to be competitive with with myself as a bodyguard, and then also thinking how to outmaneuver Bloods and Crips and Death Row and Suge. It became really a strategic chess match to the point where everything that I did before, I had to learn how to do it in reverse. So when people would get up to go to bed, get up in the morning, take a shower, I get up, I had to prepare like a fireman. Take my shower at night, get completely dressed, put my boots at the end of the bed, and then learn how to sleep with 240 cals without shooting myself. Because if I got to go reach for my gun, it's too late.
Too late.
Oh, they was coming at y'all like
Man,
that.
dude,
Yeah.
listen, we would have to switch hotel rooms.
In the middle of the
in
night.
the middle of the night, man. 2 limos, 2 cargo vans.
And this is to
get in
make a
one
living.
limo to slide out. You know what? It's yeah. Yeah. But I was 20, 28, 29.
So it didn't really
On a whole nother level,
Yeah.
That's
certified to carry. in like 46 states. You couldn't do nothing with me.
Right.
You know,
That's gangster.
security high police clearance. I would get pulled over by cops just because of the security clearance that I had. And I remember one time I got pulled over in I think it was Tennessee, and the cop made me get in the back of the car and everything, and he kept calling the dispatcher, and she said, you know what, he's clear. He doesn't have anything. This guy got more police, he got more federal clearance than everybody else. Let him go.
And the whole damn squad.
No, I don't want to let him go. He's got to have something. I'm bringing him in.
And he's a big one, too.
And then he asked me, he said, how did you get all of this? I said, man, I went to school. I did extra training. I said, man, I've been to 2 police academies, man. 2 police academies. I said, I'm not a cop, but I can do more than what cops can do.
Right.
I had the training.
Yeah.
Now
So
that's
what about
gangster,
you
man.
with the clothing line?
Before we even get off into,
Hey,
you know, I'm gonna elaborate more on what he said.
Yeah.
That's gangster. Because a lot of people think that being a gangster, you don't supposed to smile. You supposed to have tattoos on your face. You supposed to mean mug all the time. No, gangsters smile. Gangsters have family. They smart. Everything. Them like real gangsters, real G's. Do y'all hear he had to sleep with 2 guns?
Yeah, that's
rough,
crazy
man.
as hell.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To go against
In his
people,
hand?
To stay alive, to make a living.
But the thing is, a lot of them people who they think was gangsters and running up and doing that, probably
They ain't
only
the gangsters, man.
1 or 2 out of might be 50 coming. They only strong and gangsters because they with these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
But
just,
that's how he was able to survive is because
he was smarter and was a real gangster.
people
Because
have
people
one
think-
perspective
Yeah.
because they accept whatever they're fed rather than finding out what the real deal is. And that's how people are bamboozled all the time.
Hoodwink, led astray.
Like yesterday, you know, they want to perpetuate that people of color are monsters and we this and we that.
We found
And
out something
yesterday,
different.
some of us know that already, but a lot of people don't. Even they don't know because they're being taught that we're the enemy, even in their police academies. That's why they didn't shoot them, but they'll shoot us, but they won't. They will allow them to walk away alive because, you know, we're monsters. They're not.
We learned all this stuff from them.
And not only that,
There you go.
you
Took this
have
country,
to you have
came
to
and
think
raped
about
people, killed
you have to think about how they see each other. You know what I'm saying? That we don't know their views on how they have on each other. So to think that if they see their own people doing this type of stuff and they say that we worse than them, then how do you expect them to think that we are? You know what I mean? Because they already raised up in a environment or in a culture of their own that's super barbaric on its own. So if they say that we worse than that, then how do you think that they should?
But
look
they
at
don't.
it if
They
never seen
not raised to believe that they're barbaric. They don't think.
No,
that they're
I'm not.
they-
I'm saying that their nature is their norm. That nature that they acted like that's how they act anyway.
they
Like
blood.
if you ever go in the countries of Kentucky, like where the Carolinas and shit, where the rednecks and stuff at, you will see that they act like this all the time. This who they are. So if they
But that's
Kens
not
and
that's
Karens.
not that's not what they perpetuate. They perpetuate that they're prim and proper, that they do everything right, that they're smart. Everything that is perpetuated is that the opposite of what they are, and they project it onto us. And I'm saying because of that, they're not the usual suspects. We are.
But
we
what
the
did the
only
media-
we
what did
the
the
only
media
ones
show
that don't know that because we the only ones that don't pay attention to them.
What did the media show us yesterday, though?
That
What-
they
what-
are.
oh.
That they are. And
finally
that's
said
just
thug.
and that's
They
but that's
finally
just the
said
tip of the
feds.
iceberg.
But you know they ain't gonna show that nothing but today, and after that it's gonna be gone.
But you know what? Only people that, let's see, Fox didn't show a lot of the havoc.
they didn't.
MSNBC didn't show. CNN, man,
All in.
dude, they was showing I was like, wow,
CNN had cameras on belt buckles and
man, they.
I mean, I have gone to. I know this, and I was raised in both cultures, so I have a perspective that a lot of people don't. I've gone to concerts, and I've seen people of the lighter persuasion acting a damn fool, and I'm like, y'all don't know how to act when y'all go out, but that's not what they put in the media, and that's not how they're portrayed, and so that's how things like yesterday are able to happen. A lot of people are surprised. I ain't surprised. I'm surprised they showed it on TV.
The biggest thing, black folks got to stop giving ignorant white folks a pass.
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
I've never gave them a pass.
Yeah.
Never, ever.
Right.
Never.
Fuck 'em.
Never. You know what?
Giving no ignorant person a pass.
Period. Period. I never give them a pass. I'll do business with you, but you're gonna respect me. And if you don't
in
respect
every
me,
way.
we can't do business. Period. You ain't gotta like me, but you gonna respect me.
Yeah. Brian, finish what you were saying. D Jones asked, had you ever had a straight up beef in your line of business?
Okay. No. I mean, well,
no.
not where nobody came up.
Now he kicking people out the ring.
Right.
I'm sure that I got plenty of haters. I mean, I know of a couple of them, but
And that's
I don't
what I
have
kind of
beef.
mean.
Right.
Not beef, but,
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
you know the haters.
yeah, they haven't
Or
came
they
up to me.
admirers.
Or they come up and they'll say, this would be their way, I guess, of aggressiveness. It's like, oh, I didn't know this was your brand. Now, you ain't see me on Fox 2. You ain't see me on Channel 7.
Right.
You ain't seen me nowhere on Instagram. None of these podcasts. None of this. Okay. And
How do you know it now?
Right.
How do you know it now?
Exactly. Oh, yeah.
Right.
And they want to ask a question about, well, how did you and where did you? You know what I'm saying?
Digging
And-
in.
Right. But see, one person did though tell me, and it was a female. She said, and she's successful too. She have a good clothing brand. She got a big following, and she get a lot of sales. She doing good. She said, you know what? Now that I met you, you a real good guy. And I'm like, what
that
you mean?
So you know what that means, right?
She like, yeah, she went off into it. She say, because every time I seen this lion, I say, who the fuck is this motherfucker with this lion I keep seeing everywhere?
Yeah.
Like, it ain't nothing but a fucking lion. Like, who doing it? She was like, I was hating bad. She was like, then when I seen you, it was like, I hate him even more. Who is this mother? Where did he come from? Just doing clothes. I've been doing this for 10 years.
There it
She
is.
say, but now, she like, you a good guy and I love your bro. She said, let me buy something from you.
But where does that mentality
man, that's
come
what's
from,
up.
though? Like, because you can't wear the same
Jealousy.
pants every
Yes.
day.
That's it.
I mean,
Jealousy, man.
but yeah, it's jealousy and
So where does
envy.
it okay.
And envy,
So
definitely
that's,
envy.
That's
Yeah.
what you call it. But where does that come from? I don't
If she
understand
been
that.
doing it for 10 years and he been doing
Then
it
if
for
it's
3,
three, yeah,
that's where it comes
It's
from.
the work that it's a lack of work ethic on
her behalf.
Right. And at that point, I would come to you and say, how you doing it? Because I need to know
Well, at that
how you
at that point, she basically did. That's what he was saying. Like she had 10 by her being 10, she did in 3. A person once first of all, you got to fill a person out. Because you don't know if this person have a particular affiliation to where it could be gang affiliated. Like I was talking earlier, a lot of music artists are gang affiliated. That's how they get on.
Yeah.
Because they so widespread. So, making that approach is different. Hey, y'all, I'd like to thank everyone who's been listening to us. Give honor to these men in business. Byron Williams, we'd like to thank you, brother, for coming aboard, and I appreciate you coming on and letting us hear your stories. Tell people where they can find you and check out your books. We got 2 minutes, literally.
Amazon.com/author/Byron Williams. All 5 of my books are on there.
Okay. Any social media?
Yes, Chalk_Magnum on Instagram. The Relationship Bodyguard on Facebook. Y'all can go in and check me out. If you're having any relationship issues, feel free to hit me up. I'll give you my honest opinion on dating, divorce, raising kids, the whole 9.
And you also got a show right here on Podcastic.
Yes, sir.
How they can reach you? I mean, what time?
Mondays, every Monday, 11 o'clock on Podcastic.
Okay. That's what's up. Brian?
Well, y'all can reach me any social media is Stone Jungle Apparel.